Hey, in this video, I'm gonna share with you how you can earn over $10,000 per deal. All right, before I get into this opportunity, full disclosure, I actually tried this opportunity last year and I didn't get great results with it, but that doesn't mean that you can't get good results if you decide to try it, all right? So I'm sure if you're watching this video, you know that due to the pandemic that was in 2020, there's been all kinds of government funding and grants and loans that has been given out to small businesses. Not even small businesses, really any sort of business, to be honest with you. So there's a lot of opportunities for these businesses to get money because of the pandemic. So one thing that recently came out, a program that came out a little over a year ago, it's called ERC or ERTC, and that stands for Employee Retention Tax Back Credit, or just Employee Retention Credit, depends on the program, whatever. It's the same thing, all right? So what this program allows people to do is, will allow businesses to get money for every employee, every W-2 employee that they had during a certain period of the pandemic. So, you know, if you are a small business and you had W-2 employees, right, and you had 2 of them, or maybe you had 200 of them, you could potentially be eligible to get up to $24,000 back for each employee, right? So you're probably thinking, what does that got to do with you? Well, there are a couple programs out there where you can actually become pretty much I don't want to say a sales rep, but an affiliate, or I don't know, what do you want to call it, a referral, right? You could be the person that actually helps these businesses get that money, right? Make them aware of the ERTC credit and help them get money back, and you can get a cut of what that business gets back, right? One particular program that I was involved with, and you can look it up because I'm not affiliated with them, you know what I'm saying? You could just Google it, right? It's called Recovery Profit System, RPS. So you could just look for it, look for somebody who may be promoting it or talking about it or whatever, if you're interested. So this program was a cool program. I'm not knocking the program or anything like that. It just, you need to put a lot of time in to make it work, right? So Recovery Profit System, what they allow people to do is, you got to join this program. Now you do got to pay. You got to pay to get involved with RPS. All right, just let you know up front. But once you are a paid member, it allows you to get leads to all these different businesses. They'll give you their email, their phone number, their social media, their address, everything. They'll give you everything you need to reach out to these businesses and see if they qualify for the ERTC money for their employees. All right. And it's that simple. For every business that you get and they actually get their money, if they qualify, you actually get a percentage of that. Now, you're like, well, damn, how you going to get $10,000? Like, where you get that number from? Because when I was involved with RPS, they were paying out commissions anywhere from 10% to 15%, and I think maybe even 20% at one point. But just say 10 to 15% of whatever the business got back, and whatever the fee was, they get a percentage of that. Because how it works is, when you refer a business, right, you see if they qualify, then that business gets pushed over to the actual tax credit people, right? The people with the company who actually do all of the real work. So you're just being a middleman. So then you would get a cut of whatever the tax people get. You're going to get a commission of that, if that makes sense, right? If it don't, just replay this video and think about it, right? So how you can make crazy money with this opportunity is, and this is actually happening right now as we speak. I actually seen people make this kind of money. Like, there's been businesses out there who got, you know, $300,000 back, right? And then they had to pay a fee. You know, they had to pay the tax people a fee sometimes the fee was, 50 grand, right? And you would get 10% of 50 grand, right? Or you would get 15% of 50 grand. Sometimes the fee was $100,000, right? The business had to pay $100,000 to get the money back, and you would get 10 to 15 to even 20% back, right? Just because you was the middleman, all right? Like it's a real thing. And why I'm doing this video, because I'm seeing a lot of people still talk about it, right? They're still, RPS is still actively, getting affiliates and getting referral people to reach out to these businesses. So it's still a thing, right? I tried it last year and I put in, I think, a decent effort, but it was just, to me, to be successful with this, right? If you get involved with it, whether you look up RPS or you find another company that will allow you to do this, which I'm sure you can. They say, like, all you gotta do is just refer to business, but you need to be prepared to put in a little bit more effort with these businesses, because sometimes these businesses, a lot of businesses, you're gonna find that they already got the ERTC, so it's a real program, right? Some businesses already got it. Some businesses already tried to get it and couldn't get the money, right? And then some businesses, don't believe it, right? They're like, oh, I could get $400,000 back. I don't believe it, right? So you really do gotta take it serious. You're gonna go through some, I don't want to say negativity, but you have to put a little effort in, to be honest with you. It's not like you could just send out one email and then the business is gonna be like, oh, great, where do I sign up? Like that. You might get that from time to time, but you're gonna have to probably reach out to a business, and you might have to reach out to them one more time. You might gotta talk to, the business owner a couple times. But one thing that was a big issue, and this was a lot of the agents, referral people, affiliates, whatever you want to call this, a lot of people like the follow-up. People would get the businesses to actually fill out the form to see if they qualify for this money, right? But a lot of times, for whatever reason, they wouldn't complete the steps, right? They wouldn't, because I had 2 or 3 businesses, right? I had 2 or 3 businesses, and one of them just didn't get approved, right? But then the other ones just fell off. Like, they filled out the application and then they just stopped. They didn't move forward for whatever reason. And that shit's annoying, right? That sucks, because you get super excited when you get a business to sign up, to fill out the form, and you get that email like, so-and-so, is eligible for ERTC. And then they don't do nothing else, right? They don't move forward. One of the things that in the program, they do tell you, if you get involved with this, don't be afraid. If you get a business that signs up, they fill out a form and they qualify for this money, right? Feel free to, call the business owner again or email them and say, hey, you're eligible for this money, but we need to move forward. You need to be that type of aggressive person to get results, because it can be worth it, in the long run, because one deal, and this is no joke, one deal can get you $10,000, $30,000, $40,000. One deal could get you that kind of money. So this is one of them opportunities that it's not going to be around forever, because this program, probably got another year or two, whatever. But if that's something that you feel like, I think I could do that, I'll reach out to businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope. Then you might want to look into it. All right. If I was you, have a little bit of either sales experience or just be a go-getter. And you could make some serious money from this ERTC funding that's going on right now. Now, if you're not into that, you can check out my recommended money-making opportunities that make me money every month. You can check them out in the description or the pinned comment.